Three, two, one. If you are studying for the PMP certification exam and you are experiencing some challenges with retaining the information, here's a quick tip for you. Start with the exam content outline. The PMI Project Management Institute has created an exam content outline to help you understand what's on the PMP certification exam. And with the exam content outline, you will be able to see that the exam is organized into three domains. The first domain being people, the second domain being processes, and the third domain being business environment. Now, the people domain consists of questions from the PMBOK Guide 7, which is currently in effect. And most of those questions are geared to how do you lead people? How do you mentor people? How do you negotiate with stakeholders? How do you develop team members? How do you deal with conflict on projects? And those questions, about 42% of the exams are mapped back to the people domain. Now, for the process domain, which is the one everybody fears and have the most difficulty with, and that is the process domain, which consists of 50% of the exam. So those questions are mapped back to, what is the process for developing a project charter? And these questions are presented to you not in such a straightforward, like I just did, like what is the project charter, or what's a project management plan. It doesn't have direct questions like that, but these questions that you will experience on the exam will be scenario based. So they will talk about a scenario that includes developing a project charter. They would talk about a scenario that includes developing a project management plan, or it might talk about a scenario where there's a dilemma with the project schedule, and you as a project manager have to figure out what is the best approach, or what should you do next to resolve the issue. And the third domain is the business environment. So that's 8% of the exam. As you know, there are 180 questions on exam. So 8% of the exam is about the business environment. And that could range from anything from dealing with contracts in the procurement realm of business, dealing with vendors, how you solicit vendors for materials to help you to support your project. So that's what you're going to get out of the business environment. Those business questions, like how do you conduct business as a project manager? What is the best method? What is the best approach? What should you do as a project manager? And so those are the three domains of the exam. So if you're having challenges trying to figure out where you should start, or what's on the exam, what you should study, start with the PMP exam content outline.